Ready to have your minds blown. Today, we're diving deep into a world where silence is extinct.
Extinct. You mean like...
Not just quiet, no. I'm talking zero privacy, even for your thoughts.
Ah, got it. Like in The Knife of Never Letting Go?
Exactly. Patrick Ness's world where everyone hears everyone else's, well...
Noise, they call it.
Right, the noise. Not just chit-chat, but emotions, images, the whole shebang.
Makes you question what true privacy even means, doesn't it?
Big time. Our guy, Todd, he's about to turn 13 in this world.
And we're right there with him, feeling the noise.
Especially in Prentisstown, his town. It's rough, dude.
Yeah, no kidding. All men, we find out, because of this war with the spackle.
Hold up, Spackle. Who are they?
Native species to this world, at least that's what everyone's told.
Okay, but they're the bad guys. Right.
That's the prevailing narrative in Prentisstown, fueled by fear, resentment.
Makes sense, losing all the women.
But it's the noise that amplifies it all. Every grudge, every rumor, just echoing.
So imagine being Todd, bombarded by all of that, plus typical teenage angst.
And it's not just spoken words from the excerpts, it's like a torrent of emotions.
Images too, right?
Oh yeah, swirling around his head. Ness nails that feeling of overwhelm.
Intense. But you mentioned manipulation before. How does that work?
Think about it. Everyone's thoughts on display. Instant pressure to conform.
Or to exploit. Someone could use the noise to spread lies.
Exactly. The excerpts hint at the men twisting history to blame the spackle.
Scapegoats. Classic.
Keeps everyone in line, silences any dissent. Chilling when you think about it.
Big time. But then, bam, Todd stumbles on something totally weird. Silence.
Like dead air, where thoughts should be.
More than quiet, right? A total blank.
In a world overflowing with noise, that's unnerving.
And guess what? The source is a girl. Just appears out of nowhere.
Talk about disrupting the status quo.
Todd's freaking out. He's been taught to fear anything different.
Especially the spackle. He even checks her clothes for any sign.
Survival instinct, right. But there's got to be curiosity, too.
Oh, absolutely. That silence, it's both unsettling and intriguing.
Like it holds secrets. Or maybe a different way of being.
And boy, does it shake things up.
Talk about a plot twist. It's like silence itself is a rebel in this world.
Right. And here's Todd, caught between fear and fascination.
Trying to make sense of it all. But they don't just stand around, do they?
Nope, they're on the run.
Yeah.
The mayor and his crew are after them.
Talk about pressure. Fleeing for your life with this silent girl.
Who we finally learn is named Viola.
Viola, okay. So it's not just escape, they're entering a whole new world.
The world outside Prentisstown, which is full of surprises.
You mean different settlements, different ways of life?
All shaped by noise, but with their own quirks.
It's like if our social media was actually audible thought, amped up to 11.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Todd, he's only known Prentisstown's version.
So this journey, it's eye-opening for him.
You could say that. He's confronting different beliefs, different ways noise is used.
And dangers too, right? They're not exactly welcomed with open arms everywhere.
No kidding. There's this constant tension, this threat of violence.
Which makes Viola's silence even more striking, doesn't it?
Absolutely. In the excerpts, it almost becomes a source of strength.
You mean like a counterpoint to all the chaos?
More than that.
Yeah.
Todd sees her observing, understanding, even without the noise.
So he's learning a new way of listening, you could say.
Exactly. He's starting to see past the noise to the person underneath.
That's deep. But also kind of romantic, right? Finding connection in all that chaos.
You could read it that way. But there's another layer, too.
Hit me with it.
This whole sacrifice thing, it's not what it seems.
Oh, right. Back in Prentisstown, the ritual for becoming a man?
It's all a lie, designed to keep the men in power.
Wait, what? Spill the tea?
Turns out they're bringing in men from other settlements.
Worth the sacrifice.
And making the young boys, like Todd would have been, do the deed.
That's messed up. So it's not about the spackle at all. It's about...
Control. Eliminating any threat to their authority.
Brutal. Poor Todd, finding this out while he's already reeling.
And it puts him in a tough spot, right? What does he believe?
Yeah, who can he trust? He's questioning everything now.
And just as he's processing all this, bam, they run into Aaron.
The mayor's right-hand man, the one who's been hunting them.
And it all goes down to this place called Haven. Ironic, right?
Super ironic. So what's the vibe? Is Haven legit or another messed up place?
Ness does this amazing thing with this setting.
Oh, yeah.
They're by this huge waterfall roaring, almost drowning out the noise.
Whoa. So even nature can overpower thoughts in this world.
It creates this tense, surreal atmosphere, like the calm before the storm.
And that's where the truth bomb about the sacrifice drops.
The whole rotten truth, and it changes everything.
Talk about a gut punch. You're on the run, questioning everything, and then bam, the truth hits you like,
Like a noise hammer, right. But that's Todd's reality now. His whole world flipped upside down.
and he's supposed to just deal with it. That's a lot for a kid.
Especially with Aaron right there, the embodiment of everything messed up.
No kidding. The pressure's on. Does he fight? Run? Have a meltdown?
He hesitates. Ness makes you feel that struggle between instinct and what he's learning.
So it's not a simple good guy wins moment.
Nope. Todd falters, almost gives in to the violence he was taught.
Oh, man, that's rough.
And that's when Viola takes charge.
Yeah,
Remembers those devices she had.
the tech stuff.
She
Yeah.
uses one to kill Aaron.
Whoa, hold up. She kills him. I did not see that coming.
Right. It's sudden, but it changes everything. Viola becomes...
Oh, like a warrior. But she's all about silence.
Exactly. It's this heartbreaking act of sacrifice. She protects Todd, but
But he's got to live with it. The guilt, the knowledge
that the cycle continues, even if it's not by his hand.
Man, that's heavy. So where does that leave Todd at the end of it all?
Alone, in a sense. Viola's gone, the truth is out, and he's
Free, but carrying all this baggage.
more like he's finally aware. Aware of the darkness in Prentisstown, in himself.
And that's the first step, right? To breaking free.
To finding his own voice, maybe. But that's a story for the rest of the book.
Man, what a deep dive. Noise, silence, secrets, sacrifice. Ness went there.
He sure did. The Knife of Never Letting Go is more than just a cool title.
It's a whole experience. If you're up for a wild ride, listeners, check it out.
Just be ready to question everything you thought you knew about silence.
And noise, and truth, and power, this one will stick with you.
No doubt. Sometimes the loudest message is the one unspoken.
Ugh, mic drop. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive.
Until next time, keep those minds open, folks.